Hey guys, yes, I'm back after a very long break, and it was going to take something special to drag me back, and this is it, IXION. And trust me, IXION, this is special. This game has been winning awards left, right, and centre since it was announced. It's already won. Let's see, the Steam Next Fest. It was one of the most wish-listed games. At Gamescom, it won Best Strategy Game Award. At the NYX Awards, it won the PC Strategy Game Grand Winner. Yeah, so everybody has been raving about this game. And having now played through the prologue, oh my god, I cannot wait for this game to be released. Now, we don't have to wait too long. It's being released on the 7th of December, which is, what, about 3 weeks away? It's too long, damn it. I want it now. Because seriously, once you start playing it, it's one of those addictive games. It has been described as Frostpunk in space. I am going to play through the whole demo, the whole prologue, which it was originally available back in February. And then they took it down sometime in March, I think. And I missed that, so I haven't had a chance to play it till now. And then Kasedo Games, good old Kasedo Games, they contacted me and they were like, "Would you like to play before the game comes out?" And I was like, "Yes, yes, please." So I am going to play through the prologue and show you all the cool stuff in this game and show you why I think it's so good. And then I will be playing the full game when it comes out on the 7th. So there's a fairly long intro. But it's pretty epic, I've got to say. I mean, the visuals on this game are pretty damn good. The attention to detail is really good. It's a very, very high quality game. So yeah, you know what? I'm going to shut up, show you the intro. If you want to skip it, I'll put chapters at the bottom if you've already seen it or whatever. Personally, I've watched it several times. Happy to watch it again. Let's go.
Launch control, we have typing clearance for shuttle launch. Initiate Stanford protocol.
Clear procedures, check. Guidance go.
Okay, Aorus is online.
Adjusted safety protocol, check.
Launch control to EMB, Charon. All systems are go.
Launch is imminent. Personnel are instructed to evacuate the launch pad. Welcome on board, passengers. Shuttle EMV Charon is now docked. Sector 1 empowered and pressurized. Munchie decontamination protocol online. Disembarkation authorized. Message to crew members. Welcome on board the Tycoon, property of Dolus Aerospace Engineering Corporation. You will soon be given your assignments, but until then, please continue to wait near the docking bay. We hope you have a productive voyage, and would like to thank you for your contribution towards humanity's future. Administrator, I am Eden, the personal assistant installed on board the Tycoon. In accordance with the Munchie Protocol, I have been designed to take into consideration your complete psychological profile so that I may more accurately respond to any needs you may have. My primary purpose is to ensure the Tycoon's automated systems function efficiently. I will keep track of the tasks that are necessary for you to fulfill your prerogative of reaching Proxima Centauri and carrying out field research, mining operations, manufacturing protocols, and Dolos colonization tests.
Okay, thank you, Eden. Right, this is on board the Tycoon. There are 3 different views to the game. There's the internal building, which we can see here, and we are in Sector 1. There are 6 different sectors, which are illustrated down here. This is Sector 1, and then there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sectors, and they are connected by, if I bring up the roads, and you'll see they're connected by these, but they operate independently. And one of the big challenges of this game, I think, is going to be distributing your resources and personnel around the whole ship. Now we've got to listen to Giovanni Battista, so let me get him out of the way.
I'm Dolos' cryonics lead, Marduk council member Giovanni Battista. So, let's see. Your first objective will be to begin setting up essential infrastructure aboard the Tycoon, meeting the environmental conditions that are required to support your crew. Having laid these foundations, you will then oversee the installation of the Vole engine and perform a short test jump to Proxima Centauri. Upon arrival, your research teams will carry out a brief survey of local space, gather a few rock and coal dust samples, fire up the colonization protocol, begin building the foundations for mankind's future, yada yada yada. And then you'll come back. Now, in order to achieve this, you'll need to familiarize yourself with the Tycoon's core functions. It's no big deal. There's the production, stockpiling and distribution of resources, construction, balancing of power output with allocation. Oh, and space exploration, you know, setting out expeditions and all that. Basically, everything needed to establish scientific advancement and harmonious autonomy on board the Tycoon following the first test of its Vole engine. Eden's gonna display and keep track of your main objectives. Oh, and Administrator, don't let the position go to your head. Veneer has insisted to center Dolos' focus on the Tycoon, but this mission is just in preparation for our next project, the Protagoras. The Marduk Council worked damn hard to pull this mission together ahead of schedule. So, toe the line, do as you're told, and bring the Tycoon back in one piece. Leave the grand gestures and saving of mankind from ecosystemic destruction to us, okay? One last word of advice. We don't all think like Veneer Dolos. As of yet, no human law has been officially established amongst the stars. That sounds like an opportunity knocking to me.
Okay, we're going to get introduced to a bunch of people who look after different functions, and they're kind of like a board of directors of Delos Corporation. Remember, we're not working for any international organization. We're working for a corporation, and I'm not sure that they're 100% good people. Okay, so I was saying this is the inside of the ship. We've got the 6 sectors. We're going to have to distribute stuff between the sectors in the full game. In the demo, we're limited to Sector 1, so it's not an issue. Then you've got the exterior view, right? And this is where we can add on bits and pieces to the exterior. And we've got an exterior building menu down here. Very, very cool. And you can zoom in and out on this stuff. It's visually, I've got to say, it's a very pleasing game. Look at that. And then you've also got the planetary system map. So here we are orbiting Earth currently, and we can zoom out and see that we extend out to the furthest reaches of the solar system. Out past Neptune we go. And there are events and science to gather and resources to gather out here, but we'll get to that Right, let's get back on board. We're going to start off by actually following kind of the tutorial. So, build a workshop. All right, now I've already played through this, so I know that space management is going to be a big thing in the full game. It's going to be one of the systems that you're really going to be fighting with, as well as things like hull integrity. Your hull is going to be degraded constantly. I'm not going to say anything at the moment. And you need to keep the hull integrity up, and then trust in the crew. Again, a very familiar thing for Frostpunk players. So yeah, let's do this. So first thing I want to do, I want to remove this little bit of road there, and I'm going to hook this up. Even though we're not going to be going into the next sector, these are the connectors, and I'm going to use those. I'm going to kind of play as if we were going to be going into the next sectors at some point, and then I'm going to run this one out over here as well. I need to go around this stuff. Laying out your roads and the proximity of resource supplies to where resources are being demanded, again, I think is going to be a crucial factor in the main game. In the demo, really not too much of an issue, but I'm going to try and play it like it is. Okay, right, so let's get this workshop put in. Workshop, we get one free workshop, which we'll throw in right there. And that leaves me a nice space right next to it where I can throw in a small stockpile. Now, all of these buildings require resources, apart from this, because I get one free one, but subsequent one will require resources, power, and people to work there. And we have a limited population. So let's have a look at our resources and stuff. So we currently have a population of 85 people, and then there are a whole bunch of resources. Iron, which can be converted into alloys. In the demo, we start off with alloys, so we don't have to worry about converting iron into alloys. Later on, you're going to be mining iron out in asteroids or whatever, bringing it back, and you're going to be building things like blast furnaces and whatever to process this into alloys. You've got carbon, which is processed into polymers, silicon, which is processed into electronics, and then you've got hydrogen, which is going to be used for power. You can see down the bottom it says hydrogen can be found on asteroids. Once mined, it can be transformed to power by a nuclear power plant. We've got waste. Our people will be producing waste. We've got to deal with that. Ice for water. That can be transformed to water by a fusion station. Food, of course, key. Cryonic pods. These are things that we will find when we're out exploring, and we will bring them back and warm people up and add them to our crew. And over here, science. We'll get to that in a second. Okay, let's throw this stockpile in. Boom. Now you can rotate these, and they need to be facing a road. Excuse me. And we can just rotate that around, and it goes green. The whole UI is so good. It's very intuitive. The controls are very intuitive. I love it. Once I assign a resource to this, they'll start bringing it in from these resources. So we'll get this set up for alloys, and you can see immediately we start to see these transports coming out and taking it back there. Now each one of these stockpiles has 5 of these little transports. Let's have a little look, because I tell you what, the attention to detail on this game is really, really good. There are several different types of vehicle. There are these infra transporters, which transport around within the sector. And then you've got inter transporters, which transport between the different sectors, different models. And then you've also got the one that builds the roads. Let me build some more roads, and you'll see. Let me throw in a road. Let's hook up all of these connectors across here. I'm going to do the same on the other side as well, actually. Where's my road builder? Here it comes. Let's get out of there so you can actually see him. Come across here. Here he comes. And you can rotate the views. You can zoom in and out. Love it. Love it. Okay, let's go back. What I want to do first is get rid of as many of these resources as I can so we can actually fit buildings in. So what I want to do is throw in a bunch of stockpiles over here. So let's go with 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can't put one there. Let's become maybe 5. So I'll put one there when I can. Okay, as soon as these get built, we'll start assigning resources to them. Now, at the moment, the only resources we've got here are alloys. So let's start bringing these alloys in. Start getting those shipped away. Over here, we've got 300 food. That's all the food that we have to start with. But don't worry, there will be additional sources of food coming along. And then polymers. And I think we've got some, yeah, we've got some polymers there. And some polymers there. And I think there's some more polymers somewhere down here as well. I think there's like 100 polymers scattered around the place. So we'll get to that. Okay. And this is almost, but I'm going to speed this up just to get us to the point where we can start pulling these in. Good. Okay, let's set you up with alloys. You can have alloys, and you can have alloys, and then this one can be for polymers. Right, food, I'm going to put somewhere else. I want to put together at least something that looks kind of sort of aesthetically pleasing. So yeah, that's going to be a bit of a challenge. Let's get these moved as quickly as possible. Good. Okay, what I'm going to do.
Administrator.
Oh, here we go.
Established a connection with Dolus's lead data scientist, Emma Klein.
Emma Klein. Now, she's all about personnel issues. So I tell you what, I'm going to let her talk to you while I just throw in like roads and stuff.
Administrator, Mr. Dolos has made it abundantly clear when it comes to security. Given the importance of the Tycoon, we must have full control over what is happening inside the station. My name is Emma Klein, Dolos's lead data scientist and member of the Marduk Council. My department have just completed final synchronization between Eden and our data treatment tool, the DLS. The DLS, or Data Listening System, is capable of scanning, recording, and parsing exchanges of any kind. The DLS programming that is a part of Eden will filter all data collected and bring to your attention only the most relevant information. It will also provide you with a condensed overview of any situations that may arise and formulate potential future outcomes. It will permit you to give direct orders without having to go through additional unnecessary paperwork. Eden will then take care of everything via their DLS accreditation, as is often the case with tools produced by my department. I think you'll find that once you start using the DLS, you'll never be able to do without it. Oh, and before I let you go ahead and start writing history, Dr. Munchie, our lead medical expert, wanted me to bring to your attention a possible side effect of Vole jumping. Whilst there is a correlation between prolonged space travel and the development of early onset dementia, he believes that a Vole jump has the potential to accelerate this process, although this is yet to be proven. His recommendation is for you to immediately send any crew members that are exhibiting uncharacteristic or symptomatic behavior to an infirmary, as these facilities are equipped to treat the mind as well as the body. Remember that all of your actions and choices are being reported by Eden. We are not affiliated with any national or even international organization. The only people that you are answerable to are those of us who sit on the Marduk Council, who represent the collective interests and ambitions of the company.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Okay, so that's Emma. Thank you, Emma. And we've got an event going on over here, so let's have a look. Administrator, Tycoon crew members currently have no means of collecting food supplies from storage. Analysis suggests impending crisis due to an influx of hungry crew. So subsequent accident rates are predicted to rise by 64.7%. Mess halls can be used to both ration and distribute food provisions in a stellar habitat setting. Okay, so we need to build a mess hall. I will pledge to the crew to build them a mess hall. Now, what that will do, that will boost trust. But if I don't deliver, then that will diminish trust. So yeah, we'll build them a nice dining room. What we're going to do over here, I'm going to build like a housing complex, and then put facilities in the middle. So what I would like to do is probably have health facilities up this end. So let's go to health. We'll throw in an infirmary, which they did ask us to do. And so we'll pop that in there. I'm going to leave room for another one. even though I know that I'm not going to need one, this is why I'm itching to get the full game, because I already kind of have ideas about what I want to do in the future and stuff. It's very cool. It's very cool. So I'm going to want another little road going down there, I think. Keeping my road builder busy. And yeah, so then we're going to definitely want this road to come down here, which is cool. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. That's awesome. Okay, so we want to put in food distribution. So we'll put in a mess hall. Oh, we need to get rid of this. Okay, and you can see when you click on a building, you can see where the resources are going to and coming from. So for example, these resources, these alloy resources, are being shipped out to any storage that can contain alloys. So it's very easy to see where things are going or coming from. And another thing that I really like is that you can see very easily if you've got like long transport routes or whatever, and should you add in, see now we've just added in that little bit of road there, we're just going boom straight there rather than going all around the houses and stuff. So yeah, I like that. Let's just zoom in and take a little look at this this building. Very cool. Very cool. I gotta say, the models are very, very good. The people. Now, a lot of games, they would have just had one type of robot wandering around doing stuff. But no, they decided to put in all kinds of different colonists and come up with all kinds of different outfits and models for them. It's very cool. There's even, like, see, there's just some woman, plainclothes woman walking around there. Now, I don't know, what are you? You're probably emergency services. This guy's a construction guy. I think there's a guy up here. I spotted him earlier. Where is he? He's like a janitor or something. He's just like leaning on his... Here we go. He was leaning on his broom earlier. I think he's a bit of a lazy slacker, frankly. But, you know. Okay. Enough. And you can rotate and zoom in and out and all kinds of... I've got to say, does all the things that I want it to do. Right, so, yeah, we've got that in. I've cleared this area out, so we can now throw in a lovely little mess hall. Now, I think I'll put it in this way around, because I'm going to have the housing all around here, and then I'm going to run a road across there, and I'm going to put in, where is it, construction and stockpile, and I'm going to put in, I think probably a couple of stockpiles for food. Yeah, that's my plan currently. So I'm going to throw in a couple of stockpiles for food. Now, what this means is that initially, bringing the food in from here, it's going to be quite a long trek to get the food brought over here. Let's set that one up for food and this one up for food. And you can see that the food is going to be taken from here out to here. Let's release that, and you can now see that that is going to supply these depots, and then these depots will supply the mess hall. Awesome. All right, cool. Right, now we've got that sorted out, let's speed this up and let that get built. I should have zoomed in for you. Should know while that's built.
Incoming transmission from Marduk Council Member Henry Bargeville.
All right, Henri, give me a sec and I'll get to you, because I want to show people this. Look at all the detail. It is very, very good. I like this a lot. And you wait till you see some of the buildings that are coming, like the blast furnaces and the agriculture and all that. Oh, it's very impressive. Okay, next transmission. Let's listen to him. While he's doing him, I don't know, I'll get some more of this stuff shipped in and stuff.
Bonjour, Administrator.
Bonjour.
What a wonderful day to embrace our fate, don't you think? I'm Henri Bargeville, writer, philosopher, lobbyist, but most of all member of the Marduk Council. I have taken the liberty of personally arranging an exchange, out of courtesy with the Oceanabe, a ship in high orbit belonging to one of our commercial allies, the Ashtongites. Even though they are a small organization, the Ashtongites are important partners who share the same pragmatic, moralistic, and spiritual outlook as we do. The Oceanabe will provide us with a source of food while carrying out the Tycoon's initial testing. By making it the first exclusive trade partner of the Tycoon, we will demonstrate to our long-term allies that Dolos wishes for them to share in our successes. Please assign a cargo ship so that we can check the trade routines. Administrator, trust in genetic kinetics. Self-similar space will reveal the pattern.
Awesome. Okay, so I'll pause this just for a minute while we go and have a look outside. So if we go out to the planetary system map, he was talking about the Urshanabi, and we've got a ship out here, the Urshanabi, and they've got 100 food. This is going to be at what this is. It says it's a supply depot, and this is going to be supplying us with food until we can become independent. So yeah, we need to go and collect the stuff from them. They're not going to give it to us. Oh no, they're not going to deliver it. It's not Pizza Express. So pictures here, by the way. Do you want to say hi to the guys? Picture.
Hello.
Picture's going to be playing this because you love Frostpunk.
I did love Frostpunk.
Right? Oh, you're going to love this. Gonna love this. Let's go back inside. So what was that? Oh yeah. So we need a cargo ship. Now the docking port over here. This is where we build our ships. So we've got room for 3 ships here. We can build mining ships, which you can't use in the demo. I wish you could. But we can use cargo ships and science ships. So I'm going to tell it, build a cargo ship. I'm also going to tell it, because I know we're going to need one, a science ship. And then I'll show you what you do with this. And there are some things out in the solar system, including some, at least one kind of sort of hidden thing, which not everybody finds in the game. In fact, a lot of people don't find it. And in fact, the developers have said that the stuff even in the demo that nobody's found. And I've spent quite a bit of time like searching and trying to find every single bit that I can show you. And yeah, to no avail. I can only find the stuff that other people have found. All right, so we're building these ships. Let's go back in. Right, so we've got the Vesuvio. That's our cargo ship. And then we've got the Galileo, which is our science ship. Let's go back outside. Now, if we go down to here, this is our fleet management. And they're not built yet. So let's speed things up.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Oh, the crew are upset again. What do they want now? Wait, want with these people. Right, let's have a look. Administrator, some crew members have no crew quarters to live in. So? You're alive, aren't you? Breathing? What more do you want? Construct living spaces for all crew present within 12 cycles. I think we can manage that. A roof over their heads. Okay. You see the similarities with Frostpunk? It's awesome, isn't it? But there's a lot of differences as well. That's what I like. It's not just like a copy. It's its own game. I am raving about this, but seriously, play it. You'll be doing the same. Everyone that I've talked to or watched who's played it or whatever, everybody loves it. What am I doing? I remember, kind of, sort of. I'm building housing. So we house. Let me show you this, by the way. So we've got 12 power left. We're already using 48 of our 60 available power. So we need to start being careful. But these only use 1 power each, and we've got plenty of resources to build the stuff. So I'm going to throw in, let's say they're 15 people each, these things support. So we'll do 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. That'll do 90, which will do fine. Awesome, good. Let's get those built. Right, let's have we, oh look, they're building the ships. I think that's the science vessel. And then it gets shipped into the cargo dock. And then if we go out here, we can access it through the fleet machine. Right, so we have got the Vesuvio. This is our cargo ship. Now we can set this up and just say, okay, I want you to go and collect those goods. And you'll see, look, there it goes. There is our cargo ship going out to the Urshanabi, and it comes back because it's very close. Now, bear in mind, like the moon's only here. This is like 250,000 miles. When you start going to places like Mars and further out, it takes a lot longer, but that's fine. Now, because we have our science ship, in fact, we've got a task to do it. Resolve the moon event via the planetary system map. So, here's the moon event. We're waiting for a science ship. So, here's our science ship, the Galileo. Love the name. You get, each time you build these ships, you get different names. I like this one, the Galileo. So we're going to send the Galileo, and I like this as well. It's very simple to send things to places. It calculates a trajectory and it just goes. So we'll send this one out to the moon. Once that gets there, which again is going to be very quick because we're right next door to it. That gets there, then we can go and do this event. So, Moon, abandoned base camp. Summary of intelligence on abandoned base camp. The base is out of commission. Auxiliary systems are operational and may be used to restore power. There is an average probability of finding resources. Cool. And it's abandoned and depressurized, but the video surveillance system is still functioning, awaiting orders. Right, we've got two options. We can exploit the security vulnerability and retrieve any confidential scientific data that is present, or we can dismantle the camp. Now, you think that this is an either or, don't you? Because it looks like an either or, like either do this or do this. No, 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 no. We can do this first. We'll exploit the security vulnerability. So that'll take a little bit of time, and you can see I love these progress bars. Like, it's the UI is very clean and very efficient in its use of space. Like, you could have put that somewhere else or whatever, but no, they just build it into that icon. I love that. Let's just speed that up so it gets done. Cool. They've completed the moon event. Hooray. Right, so let's go in and see what we got. We got 90 science from that, from hacking in. Woohoo! We found several relevant research papers and data sets. Awesome. Right, but look, now we can still go on and dismantle the camp and get some resources from it. Awesome. We'll do that as well then, please. Right. You know what? Let's just crank it up and get that done. Doesn't take too long. Oh, we've done the... let's go back inside. We've done the put a roof over their heads. Let's go down and have a look at this. So we've now got the hospital facilities, the infirmary. There's nobody hospitalised at the moment, which is good. We've got the mess hall, and as you can see, the mess hall is now just being supplied by these guys. And these guys, these transporters, are bringing more food from here because our cargo ship has brought this the food in from the... I can never remember the name of that ship. It's not, let's say, the Urshanabi. So yeah. Now, the Urshanabi, every now and then, will get additional supplies. Now, because we've set up our cargo ship to ship stuff in, it will just do it. It will just do it automatically. Awesome. Right, I think we've... yes, we've finished. So the science ship, now that it's finished that task, is now doing a secondary task, and it's collecting the science, that 90 science. We're now collecting that, so we can start spending that. Awesome. Right, let's go and see what we got. We found 30 alloys, and we found another 30 science. Blooming awesome. Good. Now, if we zoom out a little bit, we can see there is another event going on Mars. So let's send the Galileo over to Mars. Awesome. Now, these alloys, we don't just get them. Oh no, you have to work for your stuff. So we need to send our cargo ship out there. Well, we don't need to send it. We just need to tell it that it can do it. So we go to the fleet. Now you can set, and I love this priority setting, right? This solid check mark means maximum priority, right? If you have this, it's medium priority, and this is lowest priority. Very simple, very easy. So I'm going to say, you know what, fetching alloys is a medium priority. And the same for polymers and electronics. I happen to know that we're not going to get any iron, carbon, or silicon in the demo, or water. And I know that we're going to get some more people at some point, but I'll wait for that to happen. Now,
science ship has arrived at destination.
You know what? While I was in the space of time, while I was just talking there, the cargo ship has got the resources, and gone back. Cool. So we've got more resources on board. Excellent. Right, let's go back inside the ship. Actually, because I've been talking, the science ship's already over at Mars. Let's see what's going on over here. The UN have established a facility on Mars. They're currently lacking the materials required to repair a critical fault in their oxygen supply system. They've submitted an official request to Dolos for aid. Yeah, fine. Repair the fault in exchange for resources. Yeah, why not? Yeah, why wouldn't we help out? Because we're evil an evil corporation that wants everybody to die? No, we're not like that. Repair the fault. Yeah, go. Yeah, do that. Okay, so we need our cargo ship to go and do that, and the ship hasn't been assigned yet, but it should. Oh, because I didn't assign. Because I didn't assign it. There we go. I knew I'd missed something. There we go. Right, so that's going to go and do that. And if I get out of here, we'll probably see... We're going to see the cargo ship leave. If I speed it up a little bit, we should see the cargo ship leave. Come on, cargo. It usually takes like a little bit before it gets like on it. There it goes. And as you can see, when you speed it up, it zips over there. But if we run it on normal speed, does take a little bit of time to get there. So that's going to go over there and we'll do the repairs and all that kind of stuff. Cool. Awesome. Let's get back inside the ship. Let's do some more building. So what do we want to do now? I don't know. What do we want to do now? I want to shift some more of these alloys. We've got plenty of space to store alloys. That's not assigned yet, is it? Alloys can go in there and alloys can go in there. Okay, so now let's tell it... Yeah, we can get all of these, I think. Or certainly most of them. Let's get those going. Okay, cool. We are down to only 6 power, which is not good. This says collect science on the moon, 68 science available. Oh, I didn't finish collecting the science on the moon.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay, we've completed a task here. Okay, so summary of intelligence on Mars facility. The oxygen supply system has been repaired, and the relationship between Dolos and our competitor has been improved by 36%. Awesome. So that tells you that there's going to be a whole competitive side to this, a political battle, and like having allies and potentially, I don't know, are they going to be sabotaging us, or is it going to be out and out conflict? Who knows? We'll have to wait for still got to wait 3 weeks to find out. Okay, cool. So that's done. You know what? I'm going to send our science ship, the Galileo, back over to the moon so it can finish collecting this science. We do have 52 science though. So shall we get some science going? I think we should. Right, let's go back inside the ship. And I'm going to build a factory. Yes, I am. This is the tech lab. It uses science to research and unlock new buildings and building upgrades. Now, I wanted to put this here, but we haven't moved all of the food yet. Oh, we've just moved that. That's great. So all I've got to do is move that food. So what I could do, this, we've got room. If I change this from storing alloy to storing food and then crank it up a bit, they will move all of those alloys out to somewhere else, assuming there's room, and then they'll move all of this food into here temporarily, and then that food will eventually get moved over there. Awesome.
Administrator, I have an incoming...
Oh, we got an incoming transmission. Okay, I'm going to slow this down then, and we'll listen to Dr. Munchie, who he's a Marduk council guy on kind of health and medical issues.
Greetings, Administrator. I'm Dr. Abhinav Munchie, Tolo's expert in compartmentalism and medicine, and a member of the Marduk Council. I'm glad to finally meet you, even in this digital manner. Your psychological test results were quite impressive. My friend and colleague, Philip Stanford, couldn't be here today, so I will take the role of introducing you to the final stages of the Vole engine integration. Before we get into that, however, we would like you to complete the testing station's exploration and enhancement capabilities. You'll then be able to begin researching the EVA airlock and assess its compatibility with the Tycoon's core systems. I hope that the work of our team will ensure that you're equipped to deal with most situations you encounter up there. Before I leave you, Stanford would like me to remind you that space is a far less fanciful and forgiving environment than science fiction would have us believe. It would be wise to remember that.
Awesome. I will remember that. Thank you very much, Dr. Munchie. I don't know why. Every time I think of Dr. Munchie, I think of Doritos. Don't ask me why. Okay, so we're going to build a tech lab because it's telling me build a tech lab. I like that. I like games that actually tell you what they want you to do properly. So yeah, we'll throw this in over here. I think that's a kind of a nice spot for it to go. Cool.
A new request awaits your attention.
Oh, we've got a new request from the crew. What do they want now? Reports are being received related to, yeah, that whatever that says. They indicate that crew members are being overworked. Although Dolos employment contracts are designed to provide a high degree of flexibility, it's beginning to take its toll on morale. Okay, it would be pragmatic to deploy additional crew members or reduce the number of current active workplaces. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to request additional staff from the Shinabi. Awesome, do it. So we're getting 20 extra workers. Hooray! And there was much rejoicing. Right, that means I am going to need a little bit of extra housing. How do you keep a track of the housing? Down here, population management. It tells you we have got 79 people in housing. In fact, not everybody is currently housed. Nope. So let's get... How can I have 79? Oh, no, I've got a housing capacity of... No, sorry. I've got a housing capacity of 90. I've got 79 people, 79 workers housed. So we've got 79 actual workers. Okay, cool. Let's crank up a little bit more housing then. So what do I want? Housing, and we'll just pop in. Let's just pop in one. Pop in another one there. Yeah, go on. Pop in another one there. Fine, cool. Good. Right, this is getting built. Let's zoom in and have a little look at the construction process. So what happens is you basically get, as they bring in the resources, the framework gets built. And then once they've got all the resources, it all gets filled in as it gets constructed. Which is, it's kind of a two-stage process. Again, very cool. I like it. And there goes the roof and the little dome on the top. Awesome sauce. Okay. Right, now that we've got that, we can start researching stuff. So this has now unlocked our technology tree.
Due to insufficient levels of electricity generation, Sector 1's power demand has overloaded. Stanford routines recommend that you construct an external solar panel to boost overall electrical output.
Oh no, we've run out of power. Yeah, I was expecting this. So we need to empower the Tycoon. We need to build additional solar panels on the outside. How do we do that? Well, we need to be able to get outside. To do that, we have to research the EVA airlock. So the first thing I need to do is turn the power back on. Well, in order to turn the power back on, we need to reduce our current power load. Now, this thing takes 12 power. We're at 66. So I think all I'm going to have to do... That's 100, that's 90. They're all pretty full. I'm just going to turn a couple of these off, I think, and that should do the job. So we'll turn that one off, and we'll turn that one off. Cool. That gets us down to 60 of 60, I think. Turn it back on. Hooray! The power's back on. Okay, now let's have a look at our technology tree. So here is the technology tree. For the demo, we've only got the first two sections, or the first two circles, right, the first two rings unlocked. These are all locked for the demo. And you've got like steel mill, polymer refinery, electronics factory. What's waste treatment, fusion station, colonization training center out here. DLS Center. Ooh, don't know what that one is. Law Enforcement, Alternative Life Center, Cell Housing, and these. Oh, okay. These circles above each one of these are upgrades. So if we go and have a look at, I don't know, let's have a look at the cargo ship, for example. The cargo ship. There's all of these upgrades that we can do, which will increase the speed or the capacity. Yeah, I can store 40 more resources, 60% more resources, and it all costs resources. I like the technology tree. It looks like there's a lot to do. All right, look at all these upgrades on the science ship. Loads of them. All right, cool. So right now we're going to get the EVA airlock researching. So let's get that going. Cool. Okay, we are overloaded again. How are we overloaded? Let's turn off. Let's see. We can get rid of this actually. I think we can get. Have we got enough room? No, not quite. But you know what? It's fine. Let's turn that one off for a while. That gets me. Yeah, I was one power over because I built that extra house. Yeah, that's why. Right, turn it back on. get it going. Okay, let's speed you up. Let's start cranking things along now because there's still quite a few things to do. Let's go out. This research is going to happen fairly quickly. Let's go out. So we sorted out Mars, didn't we? We went back, we got the stuff from the moon. That's great. Right, Galileo, I tell you what, let's go out to Saturn because there's something there. So you get on your way over there. Excellent. We'll go back inside. Yeah, we need more power. We need more power. To get more power, we need... Where are you? Have we... Yes, we have unlocked it now. The EVA airlock. So because we've unlocked that, I'm going to go back into here and I'm going to say research the probe launcher. Now you don't have to do this in the demo. The demo is very good actually because you can actually complete the demo pretty quickly. If that's how you want to do it, you just want to get through it as quickly as possible. You can actually complete it very quickly. Or there's a bunch of other stuff that you can do. So I'm going to say let's research the probe launcher as well. Cool. While you're doing that, we're going to go back in here. I'm going to go to construction, grab the EVA airlock, and I think where am I going to throw this in? This is where I'm going to have food production going on. So to be honest, I kind of like to throw it in like somewhere over there, but like there would be a good spot. You know what? Let's get can I get those taken in? Get rid of that. That would be good. And then let's sort this road out. So we want this road going across there. And we want to get rid of that bit of road and that bit of road. Cool. Awesome. Well, it's 78. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Yeah. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. I mean, it's just me being fussy with the... It does not really matter where this goes. That can just go... That can go in there. That would be fine. Right. Let's pop that in there. Let's get that built nice and quick. So they're loading it up. And as it gets loaded up, like the framework gets built. So we're at 65, 75. And... Okay, so we've got all the supplies there now. Now it just needs to get built. And as it gets built, it all gets filled in. Isn't that cool? And then the EVA dock itself, if I zoom right in, you can see that there are all these little vehicles. Okay, so we've got the power supply overloaded again. Now this thing takes 12 power. Well, so does this. And this we can do without for now. So I'm going to turn that off. Turn the power back on. Go down here. And now you can see that we've got all of these guys who are standing around not doing anything at the moment because we haven't asked them to do anything. But slow this down a bit. We're going to go... Oh, I'm going to go to the outside of the ship. We're going to go to here, the exterior construction. And I'm going to say, I want you to build some solar panels. Now, the way this works is, rather than having different ones that produce different power that you can just build, you have to build each section in turn. So, for example, to build the small 2 section, it requires that you've already built small 1. So, let's get small 1 built. Small 1, it's going to cost us 20 alloys, 10 polymers, and it's going to produce 20 extra power. Yes, please. And I think we'll speed this up. And if you can see the progress again. I like the progress bars. And if I just... You can see the panels being added one by one as it gets built. And there you go. It's done. Now we can also build the next stage. And you can see it just adds more onto it. And then this adds a central section. And then this starts to extend that central section. And it just goes out further and further and further. And finally it fills it all in. Very cool. I'm going to build the next one. So get that built. That's another 20 power. So I'm going to have like 40 power, which should be plenty. Okay, good. Right, so now that we've got the EVA done, we need to bring the new workers from the Urshinabi on board the Tycoon. Okay, fine. How do we do that? Well, we need to go to fleet operations. You can go from here. Fleet management, I should say. Go to the cargo ship and say, yeah, I want you to be able to bring people as well. And if we nip out quickly, hopefully we'll see our cargo ship depart for the Urshanabi and bring it back. There it goes. Ship grabs the people, brings them back, and we've now got, hopefully, yeah, we're now up to 105 people, so we went from 85 to 105. Awesome sauce. Okay, what are we going to do next? It's a good point. What are we doing next? Construct the Vole engine via the construction panel in the exterior view. So the Vole engine, but mankind has never been to another star. We are going to be the first, and the technology that has made this possible is the Vole engine. So if we go to the outside view, we're going to here, we're going to special, the Vole engine. We need 100 alloys for this. We've got 326, so not a problem. Build it, yeah, go. I can tell you, by the way, while this is happening, that there's something that happens at the end of the demo, which you will see if you haven't already seen it. But I think a lot of people have not seen what happens after that. And I have seen what happens after that, and there is a place that you can see it, and I'll tell you about it at the end. So stick with me till the end, because I'll tell you where you can see it. I might even I'll just tell you where you can watch it, because it's very cool, and it gives you so many clues as to what's going to happen. Yeah, and I tell you what, it's going to be a real survival challenge. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be very, very Frostpunk.
Dolos have authorized the dispatch of new crew members and food supplies.
Whoa!
Ensure that they have suitable accommodation once you reach Proxima Centauri.
Right, so we don't actually have to build accommodation for them now, but we will need to build accommodation for them once we get to Proxima Centauri. So we're getting ready. We're getting very close to being able to go to Proxima Centauri, which is very exciting. Okay, cool. Let's go back inside. What else do we need to do? Now, we've got loads of extra power, so if I wanted to, I can turn the tech lamp back on. I can turn all of these stockpiles back on so that we've got access to all of those resources. EVA's working. Oh, we got an event going on down here. Let's see what's going on. Food supplies are dwindling drastically. Despite clean control protocols, some of the Tycoon crew have become aware of this fact. Food will soon run out. Oh no! Commit to building 2 insect farms in 8 cycles. Yes, we'll do that. So let's slow things down. Insect farms. This is the kind of the first stage of food production, the most basic one. If we go into food, I need. It's not in the factory, is it? No, it's under food. I think I need to research them, don't I? Yeah, I do. Okay, let's go into here. Here we go. Insect farms. Raises insects, converting them into 32 units of food after 4 cycles. Okay, research. Go. Woo. We've got 61 research, so it's just a question of time. All right, let's let that happen. While that's happening, let's go out. Let's see. We got anything that we can do? Saturn. Haha, Saturn. We've got our ship there now. Data summary from probing Saturn's orbit. A signature resembling that of an EKP propulsor has been detected. This is what we use to get around the solar system. It's the exclusive property of Dolos, yet records indicate that the company has not deployed any missions to this sector. Ooh. Shall we send a team to investigate? Of course we will. Go and investigate. Right, that's happening. We just did something. I missed what it was, which is a shame. Crew request. We're building the insect farm. Or we're researching the insect farms. We've done that. Let's go.
Administrator.
Oh, hello. What's this?
Phases of preparation, calibration,
Oh,
and
this is key.
verification were successfully completed. You must now start the Vole bonding procedure. Dolos protocols now deem you competent to gather resources, knowledge, and test colonization routines once you reach Proxima Centauri. Before you do so, Vanir Dolos, Marduk Council founder and Dolos CEO, wants to talk to you.
Oh, should we have a word with Mr. Dolos then? Go on then.
Hello, Administrator. I'm glad to see that you have managed to complete your assignments in preparation for this unique moment in history. You must understand that this is not simply another chapter in humanity's story. The book of our life on Earth is over, and we stand now at its epilogue. It saddens me to think that there are many who have yet to comprehend the reality of our situation. We've endured endless cycles of war, crisis, and famine. Still, the worst is yet to come. There are others like Dolos who have prepared for this outcome, but most of our kind remain sheltered from the horror of the predicament we find ourselves in. This pale ghost of civilization will wither and die, and with it, the tenets and values of the past. As we prepare to leave this system for the first time, perhaps we must decide which fragments we will pick up and take forward with us. Through Dolos, I am offering mankind an alternative means of survival. The Tycoon is a tablet upon which we will carve our new history. Do you recognize why I have done all of this? Having foreseen our fate, I became fixated on altering it. I set about fashioning the ropes and tying the knots that would bind together this magnificent ship. It is true that our time in this world is brief, but at least I can rest assured knowing that my legacy will endure for eons. Farewell, Administrator. For the few who stand in the light and the many who dwell in the dark, you carry the fate of us all.
Okay, thank you for that. End of transmission. Good. Our science ship has finished doing what it needed to do on Saturn, and we have got 30 science to collect. Okay, cool. Right, so we'll let you grab that science. Let's go back inside, because talking of science, have we finished all of our research? Because yeah, I want to get the probe launcher built. Yeah, we've got the insect farms done. Okay, let's get a couple of insect farms built. So what do we want? Here we go, insect farm. I'm going to pop these. Boom, boom. I'm going to pop these down here. Ah, see? There's method in the madness. So we'll pop those in there. I hope that I've left myself enough room there. And I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, I haven't left myself enough room there. But, which is no great surprise. Because, like I said, I wanted this a bit further over, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so what am I doing? Yeah, the probes. If we go to structures, and here, that's the EVA airlock. This is the probe launcher. Now, the probe launcher, yeah, I needed I just needed what? Yeah, I needed 2 squares, which was those 2 squares. Isn't that annoying? Okay, it's not a problem though, because I can get rid of, let's see, I can get rid of that road, but I need to get these resources out of there first. So we'll put a road in like that, and we'll speed it up. Okay, cool. Slow it down. What am I doing? I'm putting in the probe launcher. So probe launcher will pop in there. Now this thing, you'll never guess what this does. It launches probes. It does. You can laugh, picture, but it does. It does. I'm telling you, it does. All we need is for that to get built, and then we'll send out a probe, because there is a bit of a hidden thing. It's not that hidden, but it's a little bit hidden. Okay, so we've got all the resources there. Now it just needs to get built. Oh, look at that. Shall I zoom in so you can actually see what's going on? Yeah, let's do it, mate. Although, I've got to say, it's kind of difficult to see what's going on. Oh, look, there's a bunch of guys having a meeting. So it is definitely being built by a corporation. They live for meetings. All right, I think that's, yep, it's built. Let's turn you around again so I know which way up I am. Okay, so if we go into here, we can now say construct a probe. That is going to construct a probe. Oh yes, it is. Here we go, build probe. And once that's built, we can then go outside, and we can go to the probe launch view, which turns the solar system on its head. Well, yeah, you know what I meant. So now, if you look around here and you look over here, as you move the probe scanner around, it gives you an estimate of what might be there. Now, if you look around the place, there's basically nothing in terms of resources at all. There are very minute signs of science, but if you actually send a probe out to any of these places, you won't find anything. But if you come down here, oh, hello. If you come down here, suddenly these signals start to get stronger. And then at a certain place, which is somewhere, there, there, the readings go off the charts. So we are going to send a probe out there. And if I speed things up again, we should say, here comes our probe. Our probe is going to whiz all the way out here. And then it's going to start scanning this area. It's exciting, isn't it? And unauthorized access. Oh no, what have we done? This is the narrative in it. I love this stuff. Right, so event available. Unauthorized warning, good lord. By proceeding beyond this point, you are breaching the terms of your contract with Dolos AEC. Further actions can and will result in summary dismissal. Oh no! So we shouldn't do anything else here. Yeah, right. I'm going to send a side ship out there straight away. Get over here. Let's do some more trespassing and get ourselves fired instantly. Good fun. All right, let's have a look inside. Is there anything else I need to do inside? Well, we've got a lot more population, and I haven't built them houses yet. I could build some houses. The only problem is the resources. We've only got 121 alloy. So it's probably not the best. You're not meant to. But I need to build something. No, I don't think I've got the resources to be able to build housing for everybody. But we are producing food. Now these are producing food every 4 cycles. And that is keeping us in food. Yeah, we've got 40 in there. Another 10, another 9. This is well on the way to producing more. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine for food. We're self-sustaining now, which is awesome. And we're still getting shipments in from the... What's it called? Do you remember what it's called? I don't remember what it's called. It's not there. It's this one. The Urshanabi. That's it. Okay. We got with the ship's there. By proceeding beyond this point, you are breaching the terms of your contract. Further actions can and will... Oh, dear. The Naomi Protocol. Create a temporary easement. Contact the station. Outer Hope. Or do we shut down? Or am I going to get fired? Let's find out. Tycoon Station. This is Marduk member Rabia Nyokond. You are not authorized to interfere with Outer Hope. The sole purpose of this facility is to allow Dolos to continue with the development of its highly classified projects. Really? Secret projects outside of the eyes of the world? I wonder what could possibly go... Nothing bad, picture. Nothing bad could be going on, honestly. No, it's perfectly okay. Do you not realise that the whole world is watching you at this moment and that your interaction here stands to jeopardise this entire operation? Rest assured that I will be posting an official complaint to Vanir himself, Vanir Dolos. Oh yeah, the big Dolos, they call him. Perhaps you could do something for me that may change my mind. Oh, hello. It's like, oh, you're going to get fired and I'm going to report you unless you bribe me. Oh, all right then. So, send they want 50 alloys. All right, go on. I'll send you 50 alloys then, because I don't want to get fired. The Vesuvio, go and do that. Yes, transport that stuff. Okay, cool. So that's going to happen. While that's happening, what else can we do? We can go back to the ship. So have I built the I don't think I did I? Did I? Yes, I did. I have built this out here. This is the Vole drive. This is what's going to propel us to the stars. Awesome. Good job. Okay. There's nothing else to do out here. We've got as much solar power as we're gonna get. Okay, so move the Tycoon into orbit of the moon. All right, fine. How do we do that? Well, we go to the planetary system map and we click on the Tycoon. It's very easy. Go to the Tycoon and we say, click on the moon. Right. Confirm Tycoon movement. Okay, now what happens is the EKP engines, they're the engines that move us around the solar system, and then we've got the Vole engine that moves us like interstellar. The EKP engines will require all power available, and so we will have to rely on batteries. Now, in the demo, you don't actually have the ability to build batteries. Oh, the science ship's finished, good. But we'll just say yes and get on with it, because it takes about 2 seconds to move. So...
Administrator,
the batteries isn't really an issue.
The Tycoon's population are lacking quarters.
I just accidentally skipped that that cut. It's a very small cutscene, but I do apologise for that. Okay, so we've done that. We can go back out to our science ship and see what has happened. Thank you, Administrator. Now leave. All right, calm down. What do we get? Well, look at this. We get 30 science. We get 25 electronics, which we have not had up to this point, and 25 polymers. Awesome. End the Naomi protocol. Right, so what I would now need to do is just make sure that my cargo vessel can carry those. And if we look at the bottom, yes, we can carry alloys and electronics and polymers. All right, so we'll get those and we'll ship those back. All right, so that is, I think, everything that you can do out in the solar system, as far as I know. If you know of other things that you can do, please let me know. I've searched and searched and I can't find anything else to do. Okay, so that's done. He's on the way back, bringing our resources. That's good. What else? Let's have a look inside. We have built everything. Yeah, initiate a Vole jump via the button in the planetary system map. That is as far as we can go. So now we get the epilogue. And this is pretty epic. I think you're going to like this. So I'm going to let you watch what happens, and then I'll just give you a few comments at the end, and I'll tell you what happens afterwards. So stick around for that. Let's do this. Vole engine ready for activation. Start the Vole engine. Yes, go.
Vole engine. Vole engine ready.
The Earth, our home, she is unique. Held in its bosom are the ingredients of evolution. Beyond raw survival, beyond the safety of comfort, we, humanity, pursue something greater. We have learnt, persevered, shaped our knowledge from that which is found in the furthest realms of science. However, humanity has brought destruction to the Earth, polluted its blood, choked its breath. Today we are paying the price for this. We know the taste of a dying world. But the Earth is not to be our grave. A mother does not wish to see her children disappear with her. She wishes to see instead courage in her children, to carry on. Dolos carries this courage. We have gone further than any nation, moved faster than any corporation, hand in hand with those who, like us, carry that courage. The Tycoon Station is both an epilogue of these endeavors and a prologue to humanity's next steps. Our Council of Scientists leads the vanguard. They know, as do we all, that the survival of humanity now depends on what we glimpse out there in the dark. That we are masters of our own destiny. That we must go as a species bound together, pushing further into the unknown. We set sail on this new sea because there is hope to be found, horizons to explore, and because our very existence depends on it. I give you the stars. I give you the Vole engine.
well, I think it's fair to say, good Lord. Good Lord, what happened there? Yes. Yeah. You might want to move away from the moon a smidge the next time you activate that Vole drive. Oh, man. Picture, I know that you have not been paying 100% attention because you've been busy with your own stuff. But what do you think?
The story seems kind of interesting from what I've seen.
It really does. It gets you hooked. Okay, so I'm going to share what happens next. So if you don't want to know what happens next, then let me just summarize and I'll say this game's freaking awesome and I can't wait for the 7th of December and I will be playing it. So make sure you tune in for when I start playing it. What happens next, right, is, and I saw this there is a trailer, and if you check out their site, I might even tack it onto the end of this. It'll kind of depend. But what happens is they, you see the ship materialize at the other end, and it is carnage, right? And the ship gets damaged, and your hull integrity is failing, and you can just see how it sets it up. Yeah. That Earth's screwed, you're screwed, and you've got to go out and you've desperately got to find resources and get them shipped back to the ship. So you're going to have to create probes and go and research and find the stuff, get it shipped. But you're going to be finding anomalies. There's going to be all kinds of events out there. So it's going to be very much like with Frostpunk going out to get additional resources to bring back to try and repair all the things you need to repair.
So you've got the same survival aspect.
Yeah, it's very strong. Seriously, when I saw that, I was like, oh, yes. Oh, yes. So there you go, guys. Seriously, I can't wait to see what you guys think of this. I'm sure a lot of you will already have seen this and already seen people play. I seriously, I cannot wait for the 7th of December. Check in with my channel. Watch me play the full game. Guys, thanks for watching. It's great to be back. I'll see you very soon. Peace out.